Hello and welcome to the Be Brilliant podcast. And I'm joined today by Flory from Flory's Bakery. And Flory is a pro in the Irish wedding industry. She's a dynamo in the world of cakes and all things dessert. Flory, you're very welcome to the Be Brilliant podcast.
Thank you so much. Lovely to be here, and thank you for the invitation.
You're very welcome. And I'm really looking forward to our chat today because we actually have a lot in common.
Definitely.
We met each other about 5 or 6 months ago down at Dunbrody. We were at a networking group that was put together very casually. A couple of women decided that they wanted to have a chat, get to know each other and help each other because we were all female entrepreneurs who were running our own business. And I met you there and I have to say I was really impressed. I was so impressed by your get up and go, your attitude. I was really, really inspired. So that day planted a seed. I said, I have to meet that lady again and get to know her. And in the meantime, our paths cross anyway because we're both part of the wedding industry in Ireland. We're both based down in Wexford in the sunny southeast. And so I come across you a lot and I love recommending you to my clients, my wedding couples. And the other thing we have in common is that we both grew up in baking households. My father ran Gabriel's Bakery in Dublin in the 1980s and 90s. It was very much a family affair. So I grew up all around cakes and creativity. And so I want to know, how did it all begin for you? Tell me from the word go, you grew up in a baking household too.
Yeah, thank you so much for your lovely words. Appreciate that very much. And definitely we attract what we are. So that is a big thing. Yes, I grew up in a bakery. I was very small. My parents was working in a big bakery in my city. Mm-hmm. And practically I was inside in the production part, and I had fun there with all the workers, playing with the dough and doing all that things with flours, sugars over there. And when I get bored, I was going to the shop where all the bakery products was sold. Uh-huh. And I was selling to the customers, and I was 8. So they let me sell to the people as well and working with the money and give the change and give the products exactly like them. And I was 8 when I remember that, and they trust me. They trust me at 8 years old to do that. And after when I wanted to change, I was going in the other parts of the bakery, and I think that that helped me or guide me what I'm doing now. And another big thing is I always loved when my mother was baking. Mm-hmm. Every weekend and every occasion, like Christmas, Easter, all that holidays, and I was loving that time with her, doing things with her and staying with her when she was baking.
Do you remember your favorite cakes that you used to bake together?
Yes, was like some sort of cookies, and I remember was till 1 o'clock in the night, and we was so delighted, like was no hard for her or for me. Yeah, I was so impressed and just waiting until all that products came out from the oven.
Great sense of satisfaction.
Exactly. And the same now, like sometimes when it's very, very busy, I stay till 1, 2 in the night, but everything is worth it.
So you've had that work ethic from 8 years of age.
Yeah,
That's amazing.
yeah.
So that was in Romania where you grew
Yes,
up.
yes.
Then what brought you to Italy? How old were you when you moved to Italy?
18.
Wow.
Yeah,
Big move at a young age?
big move. Actually, I was going there to do my college, my university over
Okay.
there.
Mm-hmm.
My mom was there,
Mm-hmm.
and after I finished my secondary school, I was going there to stay with her. But life brought me in different ways. So I start my work journey, and I had the pleasure or the privilege to start to work in a 5-star villa in Rome, where we was doing 6 weddings per week.
Wow.
And there I start from the bottom,
Mm-hmm.
and slowly going to the top and learning from the best how you can organize a wedding, how you can show emotions, how people feel, how they want things, how the taste need to be, the quality and everything. So was very hard times there, very challenging. Mm-hmm. But I'm so lucky that all that experience in many years there helped me to do what I'm doing now. Mm-hmm. And I learned the high standards, and I learned from the best.
Yes, I think of Italian cuisine and hospitality and catering as the best. Certainly the best in Europe. So you did learn from the best. What were your employers like?
I was living there too with them, and they was okay. Like they was okay. They was not very bossy or very strict, but like every business, you need to be
In control?
exactly.
Yeah.
Because you need to control all your business. We was so friendly together, but the work is the work.
Yeah.
And I think that need to be. Now, because I have my business, I understand we are friendly, we are nice, but the work is the work.
Yeah. So the wedding couples that came to this 5-star villa in Rome, oh my God, I'm sure it was amazing. Was it in the countryside or was it in the city of Rome?
No, you can't have that inside. No, was yes, a little bit on the countryside.
Lovely.
Yeah.
Yeah. So the couples that would come, would they be international? Would they be mainly Italian couples?
Most of them Italians.
So they had high standards too.
Oh my God.
And they're used to getting good quality. Yes. So they were expecting a lot. So you had to be in your A game then.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, they paid for everything, but they had much more than that.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Much more than that. There was no discounts over there, but every penny was worth it. And all emotions and all the memories that was created there was much worth it than the price in money.
Okay. Yeah. And it was very much a luxury environment, so high
Definitely.
standards.
Yes.
Yeah. So you learned all about
Yes, that's why I feel so comfortable in that.
environment.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Any differences between an Irish wedding and an Italian wedding that really stand out? Or do you think that, because I feel in Ireland there's a lot of high standards now in catering and customer service, and I think the wedding industry is like that. Do you think what we've learnt from the likes of how the Italians do, and we're always learning, like, do you see any difference?
Not very big difference in the places. it is some difference in the, like from my point of view with the cakes or with the desserts, it's still big difference.
Okay, yeah.
Big.
Yeah. So we have a lot more work to do to get to the standard of Italy.
Definitely, but I think every country has something traditional that is lovely and in that way should be, and it's not a competition between countries.
Yeah.
Like everything is okay here. It's something that can add on, like
Yeah.
you know, you can think and you can organize in a different way for your wedding.
Yeah.
I really think, and what I said to my couples as well, I really think will be the great balance between Irish traditions and international weddings, because now with internet, with social media, everything is all around, mix and match, and just choose whatever you like most.
So I'm thinking about the heat in Italy and summer wedding, because I've been in Italy a few times. I love it. When I was in Rome, I thought I was going to die from the
Yeah,
heat.
I know.
It must have been really challenging keeping food fresh, keeping cakes, keeping fresh cream. It must have been very much last minute, or
Yes.
did you just had refrigeration was a huge thing?
Well, definitely, the refrigeration is big, but everything is happening in the last moment.
Yeah.
Everything is happening
Okay.
last moment. Everything is fresh. You can't.
Yeah. Can't take a chance
No, no,
with the heat.
no.
The heat is your enemy in that
Exactly.
scenario. Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
For food and for cakes as well.
Yeah.
For food in general.
Yeah. So that was one of your the appeal about coming to Ireland, that actually the climate. I remember when you told this group of women that, and there was another lady from Malta. And you both, we asked her, what brought you guys to Ireland? And you both at the same time said the climate, and we were like, what? But when you're used to working in intense heat,
Yes.
it's okay going on a holiday and you're lying by a pool and you can splash into the pool if you want, or jump into the sea. But when you're working in that environment, so that was a big plus coming here to Ireland.
Exactly.
Right? Yeah.
Was not easy with 35-40 degrees to work outside and organize everything that need to be done for that day. Was not easy at all for me.
Yeah.
I don't know, maybe for other people they don't care. But no, I prefer to stay here in the more balanced temperature.
Yeah.
And when I need more sun, more heat, I just go on holiday.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I think it's the perfect balance at the moment.
So here you are now in Ireland and you have your own business, Flory's Bakery. If I had asked little Flory as a little girl in Romania, that if I had said to you, what do you want to do when you're older, would that have been a dream, a childhood dream, to own your own bakery?
No.
No.
I just want to be a vet.
A vet, right? Okay, yeah, you love animals. Yeah.
More
So
than
you're
love.
surprised.
More than love. But now thinking for how I am, I think the vet was not the proper idea for me because I'm too sensitive.
Okay, yeah.
So no, I was crying to them and near them.
Yeah.
No chance.
Yeah. So do you remember what brought you to the decision to open your own bakery and go it alone and be an entrepreneur? How did that come about?
So when I arrived in Ireland, because I have a very sweet tooth, is the expression. I was looking around, let's see what cakes they have, what kind of desserts they have.
Yeah.
And from my point of view, because I didn't know nothing about Irish before, I was started looking and I didn't find so many choices.
Yeah.
And I said, I would love to offer them something different.
Yeah.
I would love to offer them something that they can choose,
Yeah.
to have a choice.
Yeah.
Because most of what I saw in that moment was only cakes with buttercream and some cookies and cupcakes with buttercream. So I said, why not? Why not to show them something different? And I had my questions in my head, and I said, maybe they will like, maybe they don't. I wasn't sure, but I tried. And slowly, I start to create that Flory's bakery. And I start to put on the market the cakes, and the people really like that. Because what I offer, it's different that what is easily on the market here, that they can feel the flavors, they feel the natural taste, they feel that it's not very heavy, it's not very sweet. So everyone have their own taste, and everyone have their own values in life that they guide, and I think should be a choice for everyone. So that's why I introduced that. Like in the weddings as well. I don't invent now the hot water. I just bring a different product and a different value on the market.
So, what if somebody's wants something really, really different that you've never done before? Would you give that a go?
Definitely.
Yeah. Do you ever have requests, I can't eat gluten? So, and this is, as a baker's daughter, I'll tell you, I was surprised, but I can't eat gluten anymore. Can you make gluten-free cakes or vegan cakes? Or, you can take different allergies in? Because that's a thing now. That's a big thing now, isn't it?
You need to have some kind of awareness behind, because it's all technology behind of that.
Yeah.
You need to know exactly how to mix and match the things in order to deliver a great taste. Now, in my case, I do gluten-free, and the gluten-free is pretty nice. It's not a big difference between a normal cake and gluten-free.
Yeah, I agree. You'd never know the stuff I eat. Yeah.
But the vegan one, I know for the people who are vegan, and I'm really kind of sorry for them, because maybe they have allergies and they can't eat eggs or milk or whatever. But I choose to don't do vegan products because the taste is not good enough for me to put it on the market.
Okay, yeah. But you can take into consideration other things like peanut allergy, and gluten and things like that. That's great. Yeah, brilliant. So if a couple was getting married in a venue in Ireland, and they might think, oh, we just use the standard dessert that comes with the wedding package. Is there enough choice in that, do you think, that they will be happy with that? Or is that where you come in, that you offer something a little bit different?
So most of the venues around, they offer kind of the same desserts. In normal restaurants, if you go to eat, or if you go to have a wedding. So most of the time they are kind of the same desserts, or made by themselves there inside, or taken from a different suppliers. But definitely they are nearly the same. So for someone who would like to have different, for someone who think out of the box, for someone who have a different values, like they love and respect the good taste and the natural ingredients and their health as well, and the quality and all that things, they choose to have different things and offer for their guests. something more than a dessert in the plate or little assiette. You know, that 3 desserts, 4 desserts in a plate.
What is your favorite dessert to make?
Coffee and Baileys.
And is that a little cake?
Could be a big cake or could be a little cake, but the taste is the same.
Coffee and Baileys. It sounds amazing.
Yeah.
I'm sure that's really popular.
Coffee mousse and Baileys, yeah. Will be coffee mousse and Baileys.
Is that one of your most popular requests as well?
No, it's not. But it's my favorite, and as well, it's in the wedding cakes flavors menu.
Yeah.
Most popular one is strawberry mousse, my strawberry mousse, and Belgian chocolate cream. They are queen and king of my menu.
Yeah, gorgeous. Oh my gosh. Do you get feedback from the couples after the
Oh, definitely.
Yeah.
And not after the wedding, but after the wedding cake testing box.
Oh, you send them that in advance?
Yeah. Most of the time, so I say, we have that because I think it's natural and in that way should be for the people who really appreciate and want to choose their flavors for the wedding cake or desserts. They need to have an idea about what's the story here.
Yeah.
And I think it's normal to be like that.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I encourage them to do this, you know, and they take that taste and they said, we want you. We want you for our wedding. We are so happy to have you part of our wedding, and I am more than happy.
That's great to get that feedback.
Exactly. I am more than happy to help them to have something different.
Yeah.
To have a different experience and to offer them a great taste experience as well.
Yeah. And they want their guests to be impressed as well.
Oh yeah.
So they want something that everybody will remember, you know, that was really special.
I told them always, because I know more than organizing desserts and cakes for weddings from my experience. So I always told them, let's make from a wedding the wedding. So you need to have the wedding, not another wedding or just a wedding.
The wedding.
The wedding.
Of the century.
Kind of.
Yeah.
So your wedding need to be the wedding.
Yeah.
With all you organize, with all you want to have, all the all suppliers that you choose need to be organized in the way that your wedding will be the wedding. And that is the most important, not just another wedding.
Yeah. Same as,
Yeah.
That's, you know, so you're aiming high, you're aiming 5-star villa in Rome. That's your aim. Yeah. Now, weddings are a big business for you, but do you do other events as well?
I do catering events like for the companies as well. When they want to offer something very special, I am there.
Yeah. You do your own deliveries?
Yes.
Make sure it arrives
on
time.
Yes.
And in place.
Yes.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Very important.
Yes.
Yeah.
Especially with 2-tier cake.
Oh, yeah. Is the tier cake still quite popular?
Yes.
You know, for the main wedding cake is a tier cake? Yeah.
It is still popular. Most of the times because couples don't know yet that exists something different on the market. Some of them, they have enough of the traditional cake.
Yeah.
And they start really to choose something very different like cake and desserts or dessert table. And often they renounce of the desserts from the menu and they choose the desserts that they want.
Yeah.
And I think that is a great choice.
Yeah. It's something that a lot of wedding suppliers have said to me is they really noticed since the pandemic in Ireland, couples now thinking of breaking with certain traditions and going for something a little bit different.
Yeah.
The rule book has been torn up and the possibilities are wide open. So they are open to a lot of different suggestions and doing it different so that their wedding really is unique, and it's a wonderful surprise for the guests, you know. Yeah. So what are the future plans and ambitions for Flory and Flory's Bakery?
Future plans, want to have as much as many couples
Yeah.
to have that great experience.
Okay. As many couples as possible.
Yes.
Yes. Great. So you're not putting an upper limit on that, as
No.
many as you can.
No.
Just keep going the way you are. Yeah.
It's the big goal is offering the value,
Yeah.
offering the taste experience and the visual experience,
Yeah.
offering something out of the box.
Sounds great.
Yeah.
Have you any advice for somebody starting their own business now? Because you've been through it and it's really tough in the first few years, as most people would attest to.
They test you, and not only test you, they test you more than once or things. And yeah, because it's something new on the market, they don't know you. And after they realize that, yes, that person is trustable, what she said, it's true. The quality of the products is that she is telling. It's not a marketing strategy behind, you know, because with the good marketing you can sell everything.
You can make anything look good. Yeah.
No, it's my cakes in the pictures are not photoshopped.
Yeah.
No.
They look, I'm very happy to hear that, because they look absolutely
Thank you.
watering. Yeah.
So for someone who would like to have to start a business, it's first thing first, looking on their personal development. And after looking of their values, looking what they like to do, looking what the problem they can resolve on the market.
Yeah.
And keep going.
Good advice. I also remember that time we met at the networking event, and it was great because it was women helping other women. And you talked about the importance of investing in yourself, because your business is only as strong as you are.
Exactly.
So you can't just invest time in your business, you have to invest time in yourself.
Yeah.
Which people forget to do because they're trying to run a business, trying to keep it going. They've got all the other challenges and things they have to do in life, and then maybe they forget about.
No, I really think that the business is the reflection, is your reflection.
Yeah.
And the business can't grow more than you, than your awareness.
Yeah.
So it's all connected. But everything starts with you.
What would you, if you think back to some of the early days in Flory's Bakery, maybe a day when you're feeling a little bit disheartened and things weren't going well, what advice have you got for your earlier self?
It's just a moment. It's just a moment. That moment will pass. You will become stronger and you keep going.
Great advice. Was there anything else you wanted to add or say today?
I think really that life is worth it to live and to enjoy.
Hear, hear. And cake. Let them eat cake.
Yeah. Something that makes you light on the belly and happy on your soul.
Oh, I love that. Light on the belly, happy on the soul.
Yeah.
Thank you, Flory. You've been light on my belly.
My pleasure.
And happy on my soul this morning. Thank you very much for coming to the Being Brilliant podcast.
Oh, really a pleasure. Thank you.